this video today, I want to do something different. Anyway, I got this idea from watching Bobbi Brown, the makeup artist, from doing several videos online. And the videos that she was doing, she was talking about how she disliked contouring because she felt like contouring really changed the face of a person instead of us just enhancing the way the person looks, you know, just polishing over the way they look. It actually like transformed the way they looked. And it changed them from not so much looking like their usual self. And I thought to myself, why not do a comparison as what we're usually used to seeing here on YouTube, just the contouring in general, and how she suggested to put on makeup, which has been a lot of what I've actually been taking on. I've been taking on her advice for several different things. Anyway, I hope I have your interest piqued. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. So for today's special occasion, I'm going to be pulling out these bad boys that I have barely used from Eco Tools. If you watch my channel, you know very well I'm not a fan of using sponges, but I am for today's video. All right, so featuring the foundation for today that I will be using, it's gonna be Makeup Forever. I figure why not? I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go all out. Man, this is gonna feel so awkward, y'all. I promise you. We're not gonna use sponge all the way though. I just can't. I just can't. All right, let's get cracking. This is gonna be very interesting. Maybe I'll use this side. And the reason I really am not a fan of doing the whole sponge thing is not because I hate the sponge, it's because I dislike having to do any additional step that makes me take forever when I can just grab a brush and just put it on. That's just me. I really dislike extra steps. And if you do your makeup, you already know there's like already all these steps already that are involved. And man, it's just, there are easier way. And there is. That's why I avoid the step. And just being real, like, all right, that wasn't too bad. All right, and usually for me, this side would be perfect, but I'm just gonna go in a little bit extra so we can have the full effect. Because let's be real, when you're on YouTube, what do you see? And for this next step, I'm gonna be mixing these two right here. This is BH Cosmetics Pro Concealer, 117 and 113. You know what? We're gonna use a little bit of 106 as well. And I'm gonna do it one side the way I normally do, which is probably also the way that was suggested in that video. And then of course, the way we normally see here on YouTube. All right, and then for this side, I'm gonna do it. This is the way I normally like to put on my concealer. I only like to hide the area that needs concealing, the dark area, and that's pretty much it. I prefer to use my hand, but you know, we already got concealer already, so why not? All right, and I'm gonna move on to this smaller sponge to do this. And I'm not putting as much concealer as I normally see some people do on their channel, which I feel like they took, nothing against them, but I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose if you put the concealer and completely cover up all the way. You're not allowing it to transition into the foundation. That's just my personal thoughts. This is kind of funny using this and really seeing how this sponge works. So I bought it a while back. I mean, like when it first came out. Ooh, I need something to blend it out with. Let's see here. Just to blend out the edge. There we go. And I'm gonna do the same thing right there. Blend out the edge into the foundation. And I'm so used to using my finger to blend stuff out. Now, I personally don't like doing this right here. I used to do it when I first started my channel. I don't like it because I feel like the lighter parts, highlighted parts are supposed to come out. So I feel like because my jawline is already kind of sharp, it makes it pop out even more. And the last thing I want is anything that's gonna make my jawline look more defined and more masculine looking, and that's what I feel like it does. I feel like it gives me like that Popeye the Sailor Man type jaw pop out, and not as extreme, but I don't want anything that resembles that like at all. So I let that stay behind where it needs to. Let's go back to the foundation one. I'm not gonna intentionally try to make this flawed. Here we go. All right, and then to contour, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild contour stick in 806. All right, and then I'm going to apply that right there. Right there. And quite personally, I actually like to do the whole shaping of my face, the contouring with a deeper shade foundation. I just feel like it looks more natural. Let's see what can we do about this right here. Gosh, this feels annoying. Do people really do this with their nose? Please tell me they use a brush. Please tell me they do. Yeah, that was like so annoying. All right, let's see here. I'm just gonna use my finger. I don't have time for this. Yeah, I just don't. I think I'm just gonna put just a little bit. We just browned up my nose just a little bit, which honestly I don't mind because I put bronzer on anyway on the top of my nose. There we go, that's better. All right, and then let's go ahead and set the face. And I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer because I do see a little bit kind of like peeking through like right there. Yeah, I just prefer to use my finger. It's just easier. And I guess let me bring this closer so y'all can see the difference. And so basically this just allows you just to brighten the eye only versus this brings the whole area down here and brightens it. It's weird how like I can already see the difference. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and start setting my face. One side, I'm going to bake it. If you watched my last video, I mentioned an article about baking and how it may be actually causing us to age a lot quicker than we should. And there's an article in there, or that I put in the description box in that video. You should definitely check it out. Something to consider because we are women and we do care a whole lot about not aging. Be setting my face one side with the RCMA No Color Powder. Oh. Since we're here. And then the other side, I'm gonna do it the way I normally do it. She still recommended using like if it applies to you. So all depending on your skin tone, you can just use a brightening powder that works for you. Some people like to use banana, or depending on your skin tone, you might want to use a light brown or a warm brown or a pale pink one, or just one that's just white. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. banana colored one. This is the new one that came out. It's like the under eye setting. And me, quite personally, I prefer to use a brush. I just feel like this allows me to like lightly like dust it on. All right, so for the side of my face, I'm gonna be using Butter Pecan from Black Radiance. And her thing was she recommended using a powder that was closer to your skin tone to set the side of your face instead of doing this number right here. And the thing I love about having color or powder that's close to your skin tone is if you ever make a mistake, you go too bright or you put too much blush on, you need to blend it out, make it look more normal. This is definitely great for that. For bronzing, I'm gonna use Golden Cashews, and this is also from Black Radiance. Bronzing she did like, it's just she didn't like the fact of like altering your face with a contour, like actually creating your own jawline and all that great stuff. Yeah, I think that's what she was saying. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the same color all over. Oh, and I forgot to chisel my jawline. Do we have time to do that? I think we do. All right, let's see here. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of bronzer so I can tie in the eyeshadow into the bridge of the nose area. And this is just an extra step if you feel like being fancy. It's not necessarily something I actually reach to do, especially when I'm rushing. I just don't. Bronze over the nose. But the sun does shine on the nose and it doesn't really give a Michael Jackson effect. All right, I'm gonna wipe off my brush and go ahead and wipe all this powder off. And can you tell the difference? I still think you can achieve the contour look even without doing the whole contour cream and actually sculpting your face out. I just feel like when you do it with powder, and you don't actually do the whole, you know, like I haven't even done the whole chiseling out that part yet, which is coming very soon. My point was I just feel like it's just more gentle. It just looks softer. It looks more natural. And then I'm going to be using this color here from, it's called Americano, and it's from Ben Nye. I'm going to be using that to contour and hollow out my cheeks. All right, now tell me if you can tell the difference. This is without contour, and this is with contour. This side definitely does look more chiseled. Like look in the mirror, I see like the shadow that's like casting on this side of my nose versus this side. Yeah, you can just, it's like the shadow is like following me. Yeah, I definitely see it. This is very, very interesting doing this video. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to blush. I think I might use a little bit of this color and a little bit of this one since it kind of goes on my eye look. The Glamorous Blush 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I'll put a little bit more of the bottom shade, the more rose goldy shade on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some highlight, and I think I'm gonna use this pinky color because I really liked it last time that I used it as a highlight. I'm gonna be using this shade here from the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is a really beautiful color. It's like a rose gold pink. Very pretty. And I think I'm gonna take just a little bit of that bronzy shade and just kind of like put it like right on the high points. Same rose gold. So I mixed it with this shade here, and I also just add a little bit of that shade just to the corner right there in the nose area. So now we gotta blend that in. All right, good. Yeah, that's better. Probably better to use your finger. And let me go ahead and spray my whole face down. I'm gonna be using, you can use Taya. I'm just gonna be using up the rest of this. I forgot I need to use this up. This is a mist toner. I got this when I was at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, either one. I don't like the spray, but I think I remember now why I wasn't using it. All right, so let me know what y'all think. This is the contour side. And this is the no contour side. Honestly, I can see how the shadows follow me, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Which side did y'all prefer more? I just know this side definitely involves a lot more work. And like I said, I'm not usually crazy about this right here. The whole light part, I get it. It makes the contour pop, but I don't like that whole pop look. I already have a very sharp jawline as is. I don't want anything bringing additional attention to it. No, thank you, sir. I'm glad that it looks like this. I get it. I'm glad, but I'm not gonna help it pop. Just not. All right. So anyway, I'd love to hear down below which side you guys preferred. Anyway, so thank y'all so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from y'all down in the comments below what you thought, if you can even tell the difference. I hate to say it, but I almost kind of can't. I do see the shadow following me here in the bridge of my nose because I definitely don't see it on this other side. Like, look at that. Yeah, I definitely don't see it. And me personally, yeah, it's one thing to see it on camera and see it in photographs, but it's a whole different story to like see it in person. But this side definitely does look like I have nothing on. Like it looks natural. It looks like my nose. It looks like me. Like if you saw me, you didn't know I had makeup on. That's what I love about that. Yeah, this side I feel like it's definitely look like it's more makeup on this side. Yeah, when I wear makeup, I like for it to look like it's actually my skin. It's one thing to have the blush and the eyeshadow and the eyebrow, even the eyebrows. I don't like the eyebrows to look too fake. I just don't. But it's one thing to have like makeup on and you have, you know, the color pieces. You know, people expect that. But when it's like your actual whole face, I don't want it to look like you can tell I have something sitting over my skin, like I'm hiding my face, like I painted my face. And you can see it and you can tell. I just don't like that. But anyway, I would love to hear from y'all in the comment section. What you personally do. Do you actually contour? And when do you save contouring for if you do it? Is it an everyday thing for you? Or do you actually just save it for special occasions? Like, anyway, I look forward to hearing from y'all and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.